What's up? For those of you that don't know me, I'm Aesthetic Ozy. Well, basically, I lost 100 pounds twice. Second time, I got in much better shape, got visible abs, and pretty much got in the best shape of my life and been able to keep it off for 2 years and running now. Today, what I wanted to talk about is pretty much your ability to reset when things don't necessarily go according to plan, like on your fat loss journey, fitness journey. And really, this applies to like many other areas of life or things that take a decent amount of time to accomplish, which is usually like most more like fulfilling life goals, whether that's getting in shape or things that will improve your standard of life, like improve how much money you make or just trying to build something, right? Like this is something that just applies across the board. Pretty much anything that's behind delaying gratification. And before we get too deep into it, so I'm a big believer that if you're not in shape, then you're not your best self. And if you're not your best self, it's impossible for you to live your best life, especially as a guy. So that being said, if you want to work with me one-on-one to get in shape, unlock your best self, and unlock your best life, unlock aesthetics. Links in the channel bio is also going to be in the description, or you could just comment or DM me. Or you could just comment or DM me the word lean at aesthetic_o.z on either Instagram or TikTok. But really, I'm much more reachable on Instagram. But yeah, let's get into it. So when I say reset, your ability to quickly reset when things don't go according to plan, like both in my journey and just like seeing others, that's usually one of the quickest indicators to me on whether someone's going to actually be successful or be able to see things through or not, right? Like, so most things, like whether, okay, for example, someone's trying to get into content creation, right? You're not going to be perfect. Even me, for example, right? If you looked at my first video, and I'm by no means the perfect content creator, right? There's always room for improvement. But if you looked at my first video, whether it's long form or short form versus like now, you can see the improvement, whether it's me getting more comfortable just talking to the camera, whether it's me getting better with production quality, getting better with editing, so on, so forth, right? But there's gonna be like little slip ups on the road. That's kind of part of the path. A lot of people have this idea in their head that like that like your progress is just gonna be a straight line, or that you're just gonna execute with perfection, and that's just not reality. A lot of the things like okay, we'll bring it back to the fitness journey, right? For fat loss, what's happening is so a part I like mentioning because I feel like it's just not mentioned enough in the fitness space, at least in my opinion. For fat loss is not just it's a mental journey pretending to only be physical. I'll put it to you that way. So I believe this for a couple of reasons. One, you're basically going from an instant gratification mindset, which is usually what got you out of shape, got you fat to begin with, to a delayed gratification mindset, right? Be more accountable with your habits. It's an identity and mindset shift, right? And when you understand it like that, and when you go into it understanding that it's a lot more of the mental battles, that's truly what prevents people from executing. Because like, is there some misinformation out there? Yes. But even when we get past that, that's why I call like the awareness layer issues. Like, okay, this person thinks they need to go keto. They don't understand the reason any diet works is because of a calorie deficit, right? That's just misinformation, easier to fix, whatever. But then there's a decent amount of people that have the information, but then still don't execute because of like the mindset aspect, right? That's why I say the identity and mindset shit. Like a lot of the time, that's what's standing between them. Like, okay, they have the information. We do live in the age of information after all. But then they don't actually execute on it. And a lot of this, it's an identity shift, right? So your ability to quickly reset matters. So let's say, because let's say you have a day where you eat too many calories or whatever, right? Because a lot of people, if you have like me, let's say 100 pounds to lose, you're most likely, if you're trying to do it, especially while keeping muscle or even building muscle, whatever, like if you're trying to do it to, unlock aesthetics, get lean, you're going to want to do it while keeping slash building muscle, right? Which means you're going to have to be doing the habits properly for quite some time. So that's getting enough activity, lifting consistently, and high protein calorie deficit, if I was just to keep it simple, right? And in the process of doing that, right? Let's say you have at least a year, realistically, maybe even more, depending, right? I'm not expecting perfection during that, right? But like, because a lot of people have this idea that they have to be perfect, right? So let's say on a refeed day, they end up eating much more over their calories, or they miss track, or whatever, right? Or they end up going out drinking with their friends more times than they should have that month, and it ends up kind of like pushing them back. Now, a lot of people, this will happen, and it'll kind of like just make them panic. But then you kind of have to realize this is it's a mental journey, right? And like, let's say, okay, Friday they mess up, right? But then that quick reset part is so important because, like, okay, let's say they mess up Friday, but then they immediately hop back on it Saturday. Like, they go right back to their normal habits, right back to, okay, we messed up yesterday. It's fine. Let's go back to keeping this deficit. Let's go back to getting my steps how I should. Let's go back to doing what we should. It'll be fine. You'll get to the destination. The whole point is, think about it. You're not going to change your mindset and like your identity mentally overnight, right? Because like, and I mentioned the whole lost 100 pounds twice thing. Part of why I mentioned, I mean, one, that's just what my journey was, but part of why I mentioned that is because the second time, this was the biggest thing that made it stick for me and been able to like keep it off, was accepting it as a mindset and identity shift. I accepted it wasn't just, oh, I'm gonna get there and then just go back to bad habits or being unaccountable with certain things. Like, no, I'm the guy I'm accountable with what I eat. I actually care about what I put in my system. I try to get a certain amount of activity daily just to make it easier. I, actually care about my health, things like that. But like consistently, like operating out of that mindset and living in that identity and designing my environment as much as I can to support that, making my decisions match that consistently, right? Like a lot of the time to build a new identity, you have to kind of do the habits to become that version of yourself or that person, right? And in the process of doing that, that's going to take some time. And consistency matters way more than well than trying to be perfect or whatever. A lot of people, right? Like they'll get on the journey. They'll have one day where they mess up, and then they'll just let that throw them off completely. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I went over my calories on Friday. I might as well just nuke everything the rest of the weekend and start again on Monday, or just give up entirely. Which is just one. That's just not the case. Because how most people look at this from what I've seen is, oh, okay, I'll just be in the same place, then I'll start again. But realistically, most times, what actually ends up happening is like whether you're the I'm gonna start on Monday kind of person, or you're the kind of person that's like, well, I already messed up, I might as well go nuclear. You actually ended up just pushing yourself further from it. You didn't just stay the same. You pushed yourself further away, right? Versus you accept, okay, it happened. I went over my calories. I did this. Whatever. It's fine. I'm still going to go back to operating in the identity of the person that has the result, and in the process of becoming that person, right? So that doesn't mean you're not gonna have slip ups along the way, but like that ability to quickly reset is so important. Like it is so important. Like from what I say, it's one of the biggest indicators. Like it's something that even with my clients that I try to like instill in them or try to like teach them, right? Because like you're a human, you're not a robot. you are going to have times where something off plan happens or something unexpected happens. You spill your meal prep in the parking lot. You were really trying to have just one cookie, but then you ended up going overboard and having 10 cookies or all the cookies. But I think you get the idea I'm talking about here. It's it's not realistic to like progress, especially with most things that require delaying gratification or operating out of a more bigger picture, longer term mindset. Because most of the fulfilling things in life, you're gonna have to delay gratification to actually bring it to reality, right? And a lot of people have this idea that, oh, it happens just like in a straight line, but that's just not reality. More often than not, it's you getting 1% better with the habit or the habits you need to do every day, right? Things will compound over time, yes, and quite the compound effect is very underrated. But you have to stick with it long enough for that to really kick in. Even let's say even with content again, right? Like if somebody's like I mentioned how my first piece of content versus like now I'm just much more comfortable in front of the camera. There's just like undeniable improvement, at least in my opinion, right? But like you think in that whole time there isn't times where I'm like, damn, I could have edited that better. Like I look back at a lot of my older content, I'm like, wow, this kind of ass. But I needed to start that way and keep improving on it, right? And then not just that, like okay, content wise, I've only missed like it's been 7 months, if not a little over. I've only missed one day that entire time, right? But like, let's say I let that, like, I missed that one day, and to be honest, it was really on purpose because it was like I had things come up work wise, and I needed a plan for the rest of the week. It was just, it was the best move at the time, at least with what I knew and the information I had to work with, right? Now, what if I had gotten so down on myself that I didn't just quickly reset that next day? Like, okay, fine, missed that day, fine, we hop back on it, we move, right? Like your ability to quickly reset after a setback, I feel like it is so important. Like to me, it's one of the biggest indicators if somebody's going to be able to actually accomplish a goal or not, right? It matters a lot for fat loss, fitness, you know? Like a lot of people operate with this like perfection. We're gonna just do it and we're gonna just go and it's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna show up every single day at 100. What real consistency looks like is Monday you're at 100%, and then maybe Wednesday you're at 10% motivation or energy, but you still try to show up anyway. And then maybe something even happens Thursday, right? Now, the better you get with your consistency muscle, the further and fewer between those times where you mess up or slip up are going to happen. But you're still a human being at the end of the day. You show up and it happens, you try to learn from it as much as you can. And then, you know, you keep trying, you keep showing up. And it's basically that difference of like the quicker you can start getting back up after getting knocked down. That's probably one of the best ways I can explain the concept. Like, okay, I missed the workout. This thing happened likewise, fine. Boom. Or I overate my calories earlier in the day, right? So let's say somebody waits, oh, the weekend, I'll restart when the weekend ends. Great, but now they've put themselves further behind on the goal. They can still do it if they stick with it long term, right? But then, oh, the person that goes, okay, I messed up yesterday, we're restarting today. Versus the person that goes, hey, I messed up early on my calories or whatever. We're gonna be much more consistent, much more on top of my game the rest of the day. So it's like it's one of those things that you keep doing and it keeps compounding over time, right? And the more that you kind of get back up or quickly reset, the better you get at it. And then the more likely you are to make it a lifestyle. While yes, I am talking about fat loss and fitness here, this really applies to pretty much any long-term goal you can think of. Like anyone trying to really build anything, this matters for. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to talk about. Your ability to quickly reset, like it's I believe is one of the habits that it's kind of like a muscle you build, right? And it's one of the habits that the more you work on it, like will make you like just dramatically increases your chances of being a winner in life at just so many things, right? That like it's a I feel like it's part of like a winning mindset. Yeah, you master that, you'll be successful at a lot of things. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I mentioned it earlier in the video, I'll mention it again. I'm a big believer that if you're not in shape, especially as a guy, then you're not your best self. And if you're not your best self, it's impossible for you to live your best life. So that being said, if you want to work with me one-on-one to unlock your best self, get in shape and, unlock aesthetics, links in the description. It's also in my channel bio. You can also comment or DM me the word lean at aesthetic_o.z on either Instagram or TikTok. But let's be real, I'm much more active on Instagram. So yeah, but that's it. Other than that, have a blessed day.